Another day, it's still just sitting there in the hot blazing sun. Jeez. Look at me, man. It's not an act. It's not an act. It's freaking hot, man. Why don't you go and stop working until he can? Because the bill collector, he won't stop. This is stainless. Yeah. No. Well, it is, but it's fake. Or whatever. Look at that nice table I found. The price was right. It looks like they were trying to sell it $15, and then they decided to just give it away. They found a taker. Well, I found this nice generator too, and the damn thing runs. Go figure, right? Maybe I could trade it for something. And then this weird thing, some kind of like beer, some kind of beer making thing. I don't know. I thought it was a computer at first. I was just gonna crash, boom, bang it around. Looking for the pamphlet. I saved it. I don't know where the hell it's at. It's in here somewhere. I'll find it. Maybe I'll show it in another video. I've got a lot of people that watch my channel that are pretty knowledgeable about stuff. I've got no idea what the hell. It says that it's a beer making machine. I don't drink beer. I mean, let's see. I've had beer before, but you're not going to find me running to the store and getting a case of Bud Light, ever. Not for myself, anyway. Or whatever it is. Whatever it is people like to drink. Miller. That seems to be popular. Especially with the millennials. The millennials and the old farts. I don't know. I just know that from what my kids' friends like to drink. But no, I don't drink. And no, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not in the 12-step program. Yes, I can have alcohol, and it doesn't make me all wackadoodle. I just don't drink. It's expensive, and for me it's totally unnecessary, and I'm always driving, so that would really become a problem for somebody like me who's been pulled over. And I've been pulled over in my driving career 442 times since I started driving when I was 15. And I only got one ticket for speeding in some small town just outside of Salt Lake City. And that was like, shit, that was like 30 years ago almost. A long time ago. I didn't even know it was a police car. I thought it was like some kind of firefighting apparatus, because it was it was an old Pontiac Bonneville with a little flashing red light where right where the driver's side rear view mirror is on the door. There was like this little light that was like, I don't know, it's like a little circle light, like the kind of like, those are squarish. Kind of like how semis have. I kept on like slowing down like just a little bit, and kind of like pulling over but not stopping, and there was never a siren from the vehicle And I remember I went like about 3 or 4 miles like that. I'm like, man, what's wrong with this guy? Why won't he pass me? I'm slowing down and moving over. Now I'm thinking about, damn, if I was black, I would have been shot to hell. I wouldn't have had a chance to be stupid, because that's all it was. I mean, I'm not from there, so I'm used to the police cars that they have in Illinois, and Chicago. Like, you got a full set of lights and sirens, and even back then, like, all kinds of extra police type gear and equipment, and on the back, yeah, obviously you can't see that when they're following you, but on the back of the Crown Vics and stuff like that, it says police interceptor. So even if it's totally unmarked, or it's got a, in Illinois it has an M plate, like numbers, okay, and then the letter M, or the letter M first, meaning municipality. Or a lot of places now, like if it's a sheriff's car, there's like a sheriff emblem on the license plate, and it's yellow, like a golden and white. So even if it's unmarked, unless it's a special detail car, then it's whatever. I mean, I've seen a Kia Sportage being used as a sheriff's car. That's probably something that they confiscated in a drug sting or something like that. Ha ha ha, and he throws it on the ground as he's yapping. Yep. Because that window, I didn't say ow when I'm making this video, but ooh, you should wear gloves. Actually, I should. Me and Scrap and Pallet Man got into a discussion about that. That's why he wears gloves, but he also wears suspenders. And he's like, Marty, you should wear suspenders, which is good advice and stuff like that. But me, I'm such a freaking high maintenance bitch that I'm like, I would wear them. But the problem is, I've worn them before, and like, just the weight of the straps on my shoulders, and it's not anything much, just the weight of it on there gives me a freaking migraine. So that's why I don't wear that. So since I can't wear suspenders because I get a freaking migraine, then my pants start to fall down every so many steps, so I'm constantly looking to pick them up. And if I had gloves on, I wouldn't be able to pick my pants up. I have to take the gloves off each time, and it doesn't work. I'm stuck not wearing gloves or suspenders. Suspenders because it gives me a migraine. A belt's too tight. I hurt my fat gut. I have an umbilical hernia, meaning I got a bulge on my belly button, and that's, you can Google it how that happens. Years ago I had whooping cough. I had whooping cough, and I came down with the mumps at around the same time, but separate from each other. The mumps, I got the mumps, this is years ago, when I went on my honeymoon. I'd come down with the mumps, and you could only get the mumps from close personal contact. And the only way I had close personal contact with any number of people was back when I got married, and people still do it today. So it was like a few years before when I got married. The culture changed in America from, people giving handshakes, or a little pat on the back to, like guys, you know, hugging guys and girls, you know, like giving people a hug, like, you know, instead of hey, you know. So, and people still do this to, unless they do like the fist bump or the pat on the, hey, you know, like the high five, people are still giving a hug. And my theory is that's the only way I could have got it, because okay, this is going to defy logic. I'm a germaphobe. How could you be a germaphobe? Can you look like, oh, no, I'm a germaphobe. I don't like to touch other people. Okay. And I swear to God, that's how I got the mumps. There's no other way. I mean, sure there is, but could have been anybody. I mean, it could have been cashier or something like that, but you don't normally come in extraordinarily close contact with a cashier. So my theory is pretty sound. I believe that somebody at my wedding reception had the frickin' mumps, and they had the frickin' know, and they gave it to me. Like, ha, we'll stop this guy. We'll stop him from having children. And me, being a frickin' paranoid sort, right away, within about like a day of being sick from having the mumps, I'm like, man, something ain't right. I'm like hugging all these people who are coming up to me and hugging me and stuff like that. We had like over 400 people at our wedding reception. And yeah, every frog, dog, and hog. And one of them bastards knew it. Man, god damn it. That's how mean people can be mean. Let's not get away from that. Me being the paranoid sort, I'm like, I don't feel like, I think somebody was, my wife said, you're paranoid. I go, damn straight. You're paranoid. I'm like, my face is swollen. Look at my face. Oh yeah, it is. It is swollen. I'm like, let me be paranoid. That this will help me. Hey, look at these. Except they're missing the. Oh, some of them have the wheels. I could just save this stuff for my white truck. So here's another little micro dilemma. I'm up on this truck. Do I get down like a... I'm 285 pounds. I lost 15 pounds. Do I get down like a teenager and just jump off of it? You know, this is a 2500 series, so it's not as low as the 1500 series. See, that's like almost a foot lower. Or do I jump off of it? Or do I turn around and get down like an old man? See, the thing is a lot of people my age have all these like problems, like with their hip and their knees and, you know, bone cartilage and all this bullshit. So the thing is, that's not, for a middle-aged person, that's not smart what I just did. To keep doing that all the time, over and over. You know, sometimes, I'm not kidding, like 100 times in a day. Or it seems like that anyway. Or do I get down, turn around, and get down like an old man? You know what I mean? So, when I turn around and I get down like an old man, my daughter goes, "Wow, Dad, you're old." I'm like, you know what? I'd rather move in a fashion that's older seeming than I really am than, I don't know. I just don't want to end up where, oh, you need knee surgery. Okay, I don't have any of those problems. I want to keep it that way. That's why I move the way that I do. Anyway, look at this. I see if I could use these to fix my door. So it goes with, oh God, one of my commenters, I'm trying to remember who it was, said, the scrap, oh, yeah, was it Mark S? Nah, I don't know. He's like, the scrap man never wants, he just waits, which is true. I never went to the store to go buy this shit, because you know what? I'm like, man, usually I run across this stuff. I haven't in quite a while. And I dumped out a box of these things. Well, not intentionally. I just threw it in the truck, and apparently it opened up, and surprise, look where I could use that stuff. There's a few places. I'm claiming this is Keep Life. Or, here, a new one. Not just Keep Life. Use Life. Use Life. There you go. Take that, Tucker. I just recoined another word. LOL. This is total Use Life, man. You know how he's always saying, this is Keep Life. This is a except there's a few terms that he uses over and over that, like, I'm like, man, where were these people? Because I've been saying it exactly the same way, and I try not to like say the same things that guy does, because I'm like, that seems like I can copy off of him. But he was on YouTube first saying it that way before I even had a channel, so I can't fairly make those kind of claims. All I can say is, I just know me, and when he says, for the dream, that's honest to God. I've been saying that since I was a little kid. It was my dream. Was to never work for some scumbag. You know, an employer, because I don't get along with employers very well. I don't like being told what to do. I can't. Oh, you poor baby. No, with me, it's a little bit different. Okay. I have a hard time following and reading instructions, whether it's reading instructions or following them. It's like you have to tell me 400 times, like, what to do if you're telling me how. Well, I could tell other people what to do, and people don't like that. I'm just better off being a boss. So even if it's a boss of myself, which that's what apparently seems to be, because as far as I can tell, there's no I'm the only employee stuck here working by myself. I had one commenter once say, well, these scrappers make videos because they're lonely and they work mostly by themselves, and if they weren't, they would go nuts. No, man, I'm used to this life. This is just some little fun, extra stupid shit, making a video. Otherwise, there you would go crazy. Just, no, not really. There's you could tell there's people around. There's people working in the shops near me. I could hear the highway nearby. It's really hot out right now, so you don't really hear any birds chirping. The birds are like, the hell with this is hot, man. We're not singing about shit. But they're out there singing in the morning. They're singing hard. But you won't hear, yeah, it's so hot I can't talk. You won't hear birds singing until later on when the sun starts. It's not even high noon when the sun starts getting lower in the sky. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys alone. This is long enough yapping. I've had people give me some advice about looking at that. I'm gonna look at that, maybe make a video. But right now, honestly, God, it's too damn hot, man. I'm so sweating, and the salt from the sweat burning my eyes, but even the white paint is freaking hot. You know, oh, as badly as I need it, I ain't touching it right now. What I'm looking to do today is get rid of some aluminum so I can go pay my electric bill. Because they're about to turn it off. And once they switch it off, I'm gonna owe the full amount, which is like $1,200. I don't got $1,200. Why is it so high, Kingdom? You don't have air conditioning on? No, I haven't paid the frickin' bill. No. Every commenter was going, doesn't your wife work? What happens to her money? I'm like, she makes minimum frickin' wage. That money. No skills, no talent. You ain't gonna make much pay. So that's what happened, you know, when I was younger. I have no skills and no talent. It's not like I'm gonna be able to find some girl that's like a, you know, a doctor or, you know, or a nurse or some high-end pro, unless she was